people have asked, just so you know, our next event, we are planning an event, but it's going to be more of a party. Who came to our annual gala last time? Okay, so we're planning a similar event. Mike, you remember it? Are you going to come?
My Uber driver told me I was at a class.
Yeah. There will be a table with Hi and Peter and don't go near that table. Okay, right, Mike?
Yeah.
You stay with me, right? Stay with the water and the vegetables. Don't go over to that side of the table. Okay, but we have a party once a year. It's we're going to do it a little differently this time. We'll kind of have some awards, some year-to-date awards, just like kind of dress up and make it fun. But we get a DJ, do karaoke, do a bunch of stuff. So we're having our party. They're planning it right now. We're looking into different venues, but that is in the works, and we'll do it late December or the first couple weeks of January. So more details coming soon. So, and then another adjustment that we're going to make, and I'm going to start this today, is we're going to really focus on licensing, teaching, material, just being much better at helping our newest teammates get licensed quickly, and creating a better culture to get people licensed. And part of this, as annoying as this is, and as much as many of you are going to get PTSD doing this, we're going to actually teach the material. One thing that we have learned and discovered, I read this in a book a long time ago, Success Leaves Clues. Right? And so if you study other organizations that are doing really well, there are patterns, there are clues. There are characteristics, there are traits, and many of them are, you can copy them. They're duplicatable. And the best organizations that have the most people passing the exam on a monthly basis, they have the most amount of licensing experts. People that know the general information about the exam, what's going to appear on the exam, what you should study. I'm not talking about, we don't leave it in the hands of the instructors. And this is something that we don't do, and that now we have to make an adjustment, because I want to get, right, I have about 400 people licensed in our hierarchy. And we want to get to 1,000 people. That's the goal. And that means that all of us have to get a lot better. It can't just be one or two. Some of you guys are doing okay. But as a group, we have to do a lot better. So we're going to try to create a twist on this so it makes it a little bit more practical. But some of it is going to be just studying stuff. And it's not just for us. It's for you guys so you can teach your team. So let's start with this. You 100% will see this on the exam. This will be a question on the life insurance exam. What is risk? Okay. Now, who's not licensed right now? Okay. Who's gone to class? Okay. Do you know what it is, buddy?
Oh.
Yeah. That's fine, man. I crammed too. I don't know it.
Yeah.
Who's gone to class? You know what it is?
Transfer.
Okay, you're close. Yeah, right. So risk is uncertainty or chance of loss occurring. Okay, you will 100% get this on the exam. Now you may have a few follow-up questions from risk, but understanding the definition of risk 100% will come on the exam. Now, insurance is the transfer of risk. So, if I don't have life insurance, I hold all the risk. If I die, my family, my beneficiaries, my children, my wife, we hold all the risk. If I purchase a life insurance policy, I have transferred that risk to the insurance company. Then if I die, they hold the risk. They'll pay my family $500,000, $1 million, $250,000, $100,000. But this works in anything. If you don't have flood insurance, you hold all the risk. If your basement gets flooded, or you live in Florida or someplace where you can get flooded, or you have theft, right? If I have no insurance on my phone, I have all the risk. If I drop it, if somebody steals it, right? Kids put it in the toilet. But if I purchase Apple Care insurance, now they have all the risk. There's two types of risk. What are they?
Pure and speculative.
Speak up.
Pure and speculative.
Pure risk, where loss or nothing happens. Okay, this is probably going to be on the exam too. They might ask you, what are the two types of risk? Pure and speculative. Speculative risk is where you can win or lose. What's a speculative risk? Peter, Josh? They think that you can only win, but that's not true. Okay? You can lose. Okay? The lottery, gambling, starting a business, that's a speculative risk. These are not insurable. Right? Which inherently is very interesting. Because when you sell these policies where you think you're going to make a fortune, the underlying thing is you can't make money on these insurance policies. That's the whole point of it. You can't purchase something that you're going to have a huge financial windfall. No, you can, because you get, right, Esmaldo just delivered a claim, and I'm not trying to be insensitive, but the client died. Right? Oh man, I made a lot of money. But the house burned down. So these people, I think they're going to get wealthy on an insurance policy through an investment. It's just kind of funny because speculative risk, pure risk, right? So pure risk, loss or nothing happens. There's no possibility for gain. Speculative risk is risk where you can lose or win. Speculative risks are not insurable. The only risks that are insurable are pure risks. Now, we're not going to go through this. We're just going to do 2 minutes of time. Okay? We can't work, trust me. This is not going to turn into licensing class. All right? But we're trying to build a library, a content library, and two, we'll do this probably every training. You'll see one, whether it's memorization, definition, a concept. Usually what we tell people when they get started with us and they're getting licensed is a lot of this is not really relevant to actually doing the business, but actually some of it is. If you have, like Sheila, for example, she has probably an unhealthy obsession with underwriting. She knows underwriting really well, and it helps her, right? She masters it. She knows it better than some of our underwriters. Because she has a health background, but she fights for her clients to get the best rating. So it does help you. Sometimes if you understand general insurance, it can help you explain to a client because you come across as an expert, right? And you don't have to be a testing nerd, but some of it is good, right? I mean, do you think your clients have a lot of confidence when you talk about underwriting? They say, man, you know what? Because these other agents, they might be saying things that are just false and they don't really understand. Oh yeah, I can get you. No, you can't. You're not going to qualify, right? So anyways, let's go through our Top Gun real quick.